Hi, and welcome to English Coffee House.
We're really happy you're here with us.
Get comfortable.
And let's start with today's conversation.
Lately, I've been thinking about how different I feel depending on the group I'm with.
Yeah, it's strange how you can be the same person, but you talk differently, you smile differently, even the way you sit can change.
Exactly. Sometimes I'm relaxed and it feels easy, and other times I'm not nervous, but kind of careful.
Careful's a good word. Like you're watching yourself a little.
Yes, like you're checking, am I saying the right thing? Am I too quiet? Am I too much?
I know that feeling. And I notice it especially in bigger groups. If it's just one person, I can be more natural. But in a group, I start to listen more than I speak.
Same. I become more of an observer. I still enjoy being there, but I'm not always jumping in.
Do you think that's personality or more about the group?
Both. I'm naturally a little calm, so I don't love loud energy all the time. But also, some groups have a rhythm, like fast talking, joking, a lot of stories.
And if you don't match that rhythm, it can feel like you're a little outside of it.
Yeah, not in a dramatic way, just you're there, but you don't feel fully inside.
I've had moments where I think everyone seems so comfortable, and then I wonder if they really are, or if they're also trying.
That's such a good point because we only see the outside. Someone might look confident, but inside they might be thinking the same things.
Exactly, and sometimes confidence is just practice. Maybe they've been in that group for years, so they know the jokes, they know the roles.
The roles, yeah. Like one person is always the funny one person is the organizer, one person is the quiet one.
And when you enter a group, you don't know your place yet.
That's true. I think I feel the most free when there's no strong role waiting for me, when I can just show up as I am.
Do you feel different with old friends compared to new people?
Definitely. With old friends, I feel like I don't have to perform. I can be tired, I can be quiet, I can be in a weird mood.
Yeah, and you don't have to explain it.
Right. They don't take it personally. But with new people, I sometimes try to be a little brighter than I really feel.
I do that too. It's like I turn the friendly up a bit.
Totally. And then after, I'm like, why did I do that? I could have just been normal.
But normal is hard with people you don't know, because you don't know what their normal is.
That's so true. Like, what if their normal is super energetic and mine is more quiet? Then I worry I'll seem boring.
Yeah, or you worry that silence will feel awkward.
Silence is a big one. Some groups are comfortable with quiet moments. Others fill every second.
I've been in groups where if there's a pause, someone immediately tells a story or makes a joke, like silence is dangerous.
And then the whole mood becomes a little performance, like everyone is trying to keep the energy up.
It can be fun, but also tiring.
Exactly. I can enjoy it for an hour and then I feel like my social battery starts to drop.
Social battery is real, and I notice how it drops faster when I'm trying to be a certain version of myself.
Same. When I'm forcing it, I get tired quickly. But when I feel safe, I can stay for a long time without feeling drained.
What makes you feel safe in a group?
I think when people are curious but not pushy, like they ask questions but they don't test you, and they let you be quiet sometimes.
I know what you mean. A group can feel like a soft place or like a stage.
Yes, that's it. Some groups feel like a stage.
And on a stage, you're thinking about the audience.
Exactly. You're thinking, how am I coming across instead of just being there?
I remember one dinner with a group from work. Everyone was nice, but I felt like I was constantly managing myself.
Managing, yeah, like you're holding the right expression.
Yeah, smiling at the right time, laughing at the right time. It wasn't fake, but it wasn't fully relaxed either.
I've had that too. And then later, when I'm alone, I replay everything. Like, was that joke okay? Did I talk too much?
Oh, the replay. That's so familiar.
It's funny because in the moment, you're trying to be present. And then later, your brain is like, let's review the whole thing.
And you notice the smallest details.
Exactly. But also, sometimes I leave a group feeling really warm. Like, I feel lighter.
Me too. Those times feel special because it's not just socializing, it's like connection.
Yeah, like the group has space for real moments, not only jokes.
And you can say something honest and it lands well.
Or you can be quiet and still feel included.
That's the best. Being included without needing to earn it every minute.
I love that phrase because it really can feel like earning sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm trying to notice the difference more now. Like when I feel tired after a group, I ask myself, was I actually enjoying it or was I trying to fit?
That's interesting. I think I do something similar. I notice if I feel calm after or if I feel kind of tight.
Tight in your body?
Yeah, like my shoulders are up and I didn't even notice. And then when I leave, I finally breathe.
That's such a clear sign. Your body knows before your brain does.
It really does. And it makes me appreciate the groups where my body feels normal.
Soft, easy.
Exactly. Soft and easy.
Do you think you can change how you feel in a group, or is it just that the group is the group?
I think there's some room to change. Like I can choose to speak up a little more or relax my face or stop trying to be perfect. But also, some groups just don't match you.
Yeah, and that's not a failure, it's just different chemistry.
Different chemistry, exactly.
I like when a group has different kinds of people, though. Not everyone is the same energy.
Me too. When there's variety, it feels like you don't have to be one thing.
And you can find your way in naturally.
Yeah, you can just arrive and be yourself a little by little.
Little by little is the right pace.
It is, and honestly, I'm okay with that pace now. I don't need to feel close to a group instantly.
Same. I'm more patient with it. It takes time to feel relaxed with people.
And when it happens, it feels so simple, like you're just talking, and you forget to think about how you look.
You stop monitoring yourself.
Yeah, and that's when it starts to feel like a real evening, not an event.
A real evening. Quiet, normal, human.
Exactly, the kind you remember later, but not because you're analyzing it, just because it felt good.
Yeah, and you don't have that heavy feeling when you get home.
You just take off your coat and you feel the same as when you left.
Maybe even a little softer.
A little softer, I like that.
You know what's interesting? Sometimes I can't even tell in the moment. I only realize later when I'm alone, like, oh, I was tense.
Yeah, it's like your brain is busy keeping up, so you don't feel it until you finally slow down.
Exactly, and then it shows up in small ways, like I suddenly want silence or I want to sit in the dark room for a bit.
Or you're oddly hungry after because you didn't notice you were running on stress.
Yes, or I open the fridge even if I'm not really hungry, just because I need a reset.
That's so real. I do that with tea. I come home and I make tea even if it's late, like my body saying, okay, we're safe now.
Tea is a good signal, like a little ritual.
Totally. And it's funny how those rituals are different for everyone. Some people go for a walk, some people take a long shower.
The shower one is me. I feel like a shower can just wash off the energy of other people.
I get that. Not in a dramatic way, just you were around different moods, different voices, and you want to return to your own space.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, returning to your own space.
And sometimes that space feels more precious after you've been in a group.
Like you appreciate quiet more.
Exactly. But then other times I leave a group and I feel more open, like I want to keep talking, or I want to text someone, or I want to plan something.
That happens when the group gives you energy instead of taking it.
Yeah. And it's not always about the people being nice. Sometimes people are nice, but the fit is still not there.
Right, it's not a judgment, it's just your nervous system reacts differently.
And the fit can be really specific. Like, I can be okay with someone one-on-one, but in a group setting, it changes.
Why do you think that happens?
Maybe because in a group, people get A little more like a version of themselves, like the louder version or the funnier version.
Oh, that's true. People expand in a group. Some become more confident, some become more quiet.
Exactly. And sometimes the group has its own personality almost.
Like a third character in the room.
Yes. And it can be heavy or light depending on who's there.
I've noticed that I struggle most when the group is very competitive, even in a small way.
Like people trying to be the smartest?
Yeah, or the funniest, or they're always correcting each other. It becomes a bit sharp.
That's such a good word, sharp. I feel myself closing down in sharp groups.
Me too. I start speaking less because I don't want to say the wrong thing and then get that look.
The look, yeah, that half smile, half judgment look.
Exactly.
I think I'm sensitive to that too. If I feel like someone is collecting points, I'm like, I don't want to play this game.
Yeah, and maybe some people love that game. They feel alive in it.
Totally. It's just different energy. But for me, it doesn't feel like connection. It feels like performance.
Same. And then you go home and you're replaying not just what you said, but what everyone else said.
Yes. Like you're trying to understand the room. Like, what was that about?
And sometimes you realize, oh, that group always does that. It's their normal.
Right. And then you can decide, do I want to be around that? Not because they're bad people, just because it doesn't feel good.
I've had friendships where I liked the person, but I didn't like the group around them.
Oh, yes, that's tricky because you want to see the person, but the group is always there.
Exactly. And then you end up seeing them less, not because of them, but because of the setting.
Or you try to create a different setting, like inviting them for coffee instead of a group dinner.
That's a good solution. Coffee is a calmer environment.
It really is. It's smaller, slower. You can actually hear each other.
I think sound matters a lot. If it's loud, I feel more stressed. My brain gets tired faster.
Same. When there's loud music and 10 voices, I can feel myself fading.
Fading is the perfect word, like your personality disappears a little.
Yeah, like you're not fully there anymore. You're just physically present.
And then if someone asks you a question, you're almost surprised, like, oh, right, I'm part of this.
Yes, that moment where you wake up again.
And you answer, but it feels like you're catching up.
I also notice I'm different depending on whether I know someone well in the group.
Like having an anchor person?
Exactly. If there's one person I feel comfortable with, I'm more relaxed overall.
Me too. If I don't have that person, I feel like floating.
Floating, yes. You're smiling, you're listening, but inside, you're not fully settled.
And it's not that you need someone to hold your hand, it's just that familiarity helps.
Absolutely. It's like your nervous system can rest a little.
I wonder if people notice these shifts in each other.
I think sometimes they do, but they don't name it. They just feel, oh, Chris is quieter today, or Daria is very talkative tonight.
And they might make a story about it.
Right. Oh, you're tired, or you're shy, or something simple.
But the truth is usually more complex.
Yeah, it might be the room, the noise, the mood, the topic, the people, or just how your day was.
That's such a good point. Sometimes it's not the group at all. Sometimes you arrive already full.
Exactly. If you had a long day, even a warm group can feel too much.
And then you feel guilty, like you're not bringing enough.
Yes, like you're not being social enough. But really, you're just human.
I try to remember that. Like, it's okay to have different versions of yourself.
I love that. Different versions depending on the day.
Yeah, some days you're open, some days you're quiet, and both are real.
Both are real. And I think the groups that feel safe, they can handle both. Yeah, the groups that feel safe don't need you to be on all the time.
They don't panic when someone gets quieter.
Exactly. And I notice in those groups, people don't make a big thing out of it. They don't say, what's wrong, in this intense way.
They just let it be normal.
Yeah. And it's funny because when that happens, I often end up talking more anyway. Not because I'm trying to, just because I feel settled.
Same. It's like the pressure disappears and then you naturally come forward again.
I've been thinking about how we choose groups as adults. Like we don't always have random social groups the way we did in school.
That's true. When you're younger, you're just placed together. Class, club, sports, and you learn how to survive socially.
Exactly. And now it's more intentional. You choose a dinner, you choose a birthday, you choose a weekend thing. or you don't.
And or you don't becomes a real option. Sometimes I think that's a huge change.
It is. And it can be kind of emotional too. Like declining something can feel bigger than it is.
Yeah, because it's not just the event, it's what it might mean.
Right. Am I distancing myself? Am I being rude? Am I missing out? All those questions.
And sometimes you just don't want to go out on a Thursday.
Exactly. Sometimes it's literally that simple.
I've started noticing my favorite social moments are often unplanned. Like you meet one friend for coffee, and then maybe another friend joins, and it stays small.
Yes. It's like a slow growing moment instead of a big planned thing.
And no one arrives with this energy of, okay, let's have fun now.
That pressure is so real. When people say, we're going to have the best night, I'm like, okay, now I'm scared.
Same. I'm immediately thinking, what if it's just an okay night?
An okay night is so underrated.
It really is.
I also noticed that in some groups, I feel like I have to explain myself. Like if I don't drink or if I leave early.
That's a big one. The why are you leaving question.
Yes, and sometimes it's said in a friendly way, but it still puts you on the spot.
It creates a little moment where everyone looks at you.
Exactly. And you suddenly have to give a reason that feels acceptable.
I've been in situations where I honestly wanted to say, I'm done now. But that sounds strange out loud.
It sounds so honest that it almost sounds rude.
Yeah, even though it's not rude, it's just a human limit.
I have a friend who leaves social events in the most gentle way. She kind of starts saying goodbye early, like she gives it time.
That's smart, like a slow exit.
A slow exit, yes. She'll stand up, hug one person, then talk for a minute, then hug the next person. It's like her nervous system gets to leave gradually.
I love that. I do the opposite sometimes. I suddenly announce, okay, I'm going, and then I'm already putting on my jacket.
That's so you.
I know, it's a little dramatic in a quiet way.
Quiet, dramatic. I like that.
It's like I'm afraid that if I stay for the goodbye conversations, I'll lose my energy and never leave.
That makes sense. Leaving can be its own social moment.
Exactly. And if your battery's low, even that last bit can feel heavy.
I think that's why some people do the Irish goodbye. They just disappear.
I've done that once or twice, but then I feel guilty.
Me too. I always imagine people looking around like, where did she go?
And then the next day you send a message like, I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just vanished.
Sometimes I wonder if groups could be softer about that. Like if leaving early wasn't treated like a story.
Yeah, like it didn't have to mean anything.
Exactly. Just a normal ending for one person.
You know what else changes how I feel in a group? The topic.
Oh yes, big time.
If the conversation is mostly complaining, I start to shut down, even if I agree with the complaints.
Because it becomes a certain mood.
Yeah, and it's not that I need everything to be positive, but if it's all frustration or sarcasm, I start feeling tired.
I know what you mean. It's like you're breathing that air for 2 hours.
Exactly, and then you leave and you still feel it in your body.
Whereas if the conversation is more mixed, some jokes, some real stuff, some random things, it feels lighter.
Yeah, it feels like there's space.
I love when groups can shift naturally. Like someone tells a funny story, then someone shares something personal, then it becomes quiet for a second and no one panics.
That's such a good sign when no one panics.
Yeah, because it means people aren't trying to control the mood all the time.
I think the word control is important. Some groups feel controlled and some feel free.
Free is rare, but when you find it, it feels almost surprising. Like, oh, this is what it's like when no one's trying so hard.
And I think that's when you get those small, honest moments.
Like someone admitting they're tired or nervous or just not having their best week.
Yeah, and it doesn't become a big dramatic thing. It just becomes part of the evening.
That kind of honesty makes me trust a group more.
Me too, because then I don't feel like I have to be shiny.
Shiny.
You know what I mean, like polished.
I know exactly what you mean. It's funny. When everyone is shiny, it can actually feel cold.
Yes, and then one person says something real and suddenly the room feels warmer.
I've noticed that the people I feel safest with in groups are the ones who don't seem to be collecting reactions.
Yeah, they're not performing for applause.
Right, they're present. They laugh when it's funny, but they're not pushing every moment.
And they listen in a real way, not just waiting for their turn.
That's such a rare thing, actually. Real listening.
It is, and you can feel it. your shoulders drop.
There it is again, shoulders.
Always the shoulders.
It's like our main signal.
Mine too. If my shoulders are down, I'm okay.
I'm thinking about how, after a group, I sometimes want to talk about it with one person, not to gossip, but to process.
Yes, like how was it for you? Just to compare feelings.
Exactly, because you might think, was it just me? And then your friend says, nah, it was a weird mood, and you feel less alone.
That's such a good feeling when you realize you weren't imagining it.
And sometimes your friend says, I had a great time. And then you're like, okay, interesting.
Yeah, and then you realize people can be in the same room and have completely different experiences.
That's kind of comforting too, because it means there's no single truth.
Yeah, it's not like the group was good or bad. It was different for each person.
Different for each person, and maybe even different for the same person on different days.
Exactly. Like if I went to the same dinner a month later, I might feel totally fine.
Because you slept better, or your week was calmer, or you already know a few people.
Or you just feel more yourself that day.
I like that idea. Feeling more yourself.
Yeah, not the social version, just you.
It makes the whole thing feel simpler.
It does. And maybe that's why the best group moments feel so quiet inside. Even if there's noise and laughter, inside you feel calm.
Like you're not fighting anything.
Yeah, you're just there.
And when you leave, you don't feel like you were acting.
You feel like you were living.
Living, that's a good word.
And then you come home and the quiet doesn't feel lonely. It just feels like space.
Like space you can breathe in.
Yeah, just a normal room, a normal night, and a soft feeling that stays for a while. Thanks for spending this time with us.
We really enjoyed having you here and sharing this conversation.
Keep listening
And we'll see you soon.
here at English Coffee House.